Hey, my name is Nick and welcome to another episode of the Side Quest. Today's beer is called Guahan by Three Chiefs Brewing Company. Now, Guahan is a Pilsner, 5.2% ABV, and it is brewed in Orange, California by Supply House LLC. I don't know if that's like a contract brewing company, but yeah, that's where it's made. Three Chiefs is not a local brewery, but it is made up of guys from Guam. Obviously, I think there are three of them. I met a few of them once at a release event for one of their stouts, and it was an overall great experience. Got to meet a lot of guys and girls from Guam, and got to try out some of their amazing beer. Now, I know they're known more for their stouts. One of them, Faha, had something written in the LA Times about them. About that beer, and it was really interesting, and it's cool to see guys from the island succeed. But this beer is gonna be like one of my first beers that is not a stout from them. Previously, they've done really cool collabs with Horus to coconut stouts. And I think I've tried a banana stout, which I have to say is probably my favorite banana beer ever. It's called Nana's, and it was amazing. I mean, it was awesome. And shout out to Nico for bringing that bottle down for us to drink. It was amazing. And speaking of Nico, he actually designed this label as well. He did this label and the IPA that I'm gonna do next from Three Chiefs as well. So homie's doing a lot of work, putting in that work. It's great to see. Guahan, I believe, is only here. I think they only made enough to put on Guam. I'm not too sure if they actually released it out there in the States, but I do remember their IG release saying that it's going to be found exclusively on Guam, which is great. I've only done a few Pilsners, mainly a German, a Czech, and I think I think more Czech than German. I don't know what kind of Pilsner this is, but hopefully it tastes just as good as those other ones. Pilsners are great. They're very light, crisp, and it's just one of those beers that are, taste like a beer. Interested to see how well Three Chiefs does in lagers, and hopefully I love it. So let me open this up, see what it's all about, and I'll be back right after the pour. Pour. Let's take a look at this beer. So the head kind of died down a little bit. At the beginning it was a lot. I was a little bit worried that it might be too much, but it actually settled down to a nice amount. In the beginning it was maybe about an inch and a half in this glass, and now it's settled down to maybe half an inch, and it's not bad. When I put it up to the light, I can't see through it at all. It's nice uniform, like a uniform opaqueness. It's not it doesn't look like there's particles or anything in it, which is great. I'm not too sure if that's a product of the brewing itself or if it's not filtered. I'm not too sure yet. The color on the beer is like a nice golden yellow, kind of dark, a little bit darker than what I was expecting, but it's still not a bad thing, and it looks pretty good from what I can see. So let's put a nose on it. The main thing I'm getting from this beer is just a little nice light hop aromas coming through. Not necessarily super strong like an IPA, but I do get more hops than I do like a malt aroma. The malt aroma is very subtle, and I actually can't even place what kind of maltiness it kind of is, whether it's like a bready type of vibe, or if it's just something else. Yeah, it's so light, and everything actually on the nose for this one, so it's a bit light too. Not gonna complain if it's light on the hops, or very subtle hops. I'm gonna love it. So let's dive in and see how this goes. Cheers. Not bad. A couple of things. First, the body is great. It's a little bit medium medium body. It's nothing thick, not thin. The carbonation's great, feels good on the tongue. I can tell the carbonation's not a problem, especially when I open the beer. The hops are not strong, very subtle, but the bitterness is a little bit stronger. I want to say it's approaching like pale ale territory bitterness, but it's not like over the top like a Sierra Nevada or anything like that. It's getting there. It's a little bit more bitter than what I was expecting, which is fine. Maltiness is just like the aroma, very subtle, very back end, nothing crazy. I don't get like any like strong biscuity malt or any kind of those kind of malts, which I'm not necessarily expecting from a Pilsner, but I was expecting a little bit more of a hop presence, but it's fine. I don't drink a lot of Pilsners, so it's really hard for me to like compare and contrast about styles. I know I've done 2 BrewQuest side episodes, but I'm gonna be honest, it's been a while since I did those episodes, and I don't really drink Pilsners at all, mainly because it's really hard to find fresh ones here, which is great because this is only 3 months old, and if you get anything from overseas like Germany, usually those are like months old. So if I remember anything from like lagers are usually best fresh from what I remember. As far as Pilsners go, this is a good beer. It's like it's just like a lager. Like there's some days where I just feel like a lager. I just want to sip or drink something that's super great crisp, and if I wanted a little bit more hop presence, I'd probably reach for something like this Guahan Pilsner. Is it my favorite Pilsner? To be honest, I really don't know. It's really hard to compare. I wish I had all these options available. Like sometimes when I do these videos, I kind of want to drink 2 of them, and then the third one just as like 2 of them as a base, 1 or 2 as a baseline, and then drink this one just to see how it compares to the other ones that I've had. But 1, I don't have access to that kind of selection anymore, and 2, I'm really gonna be drinking way too much at that point. But so far, I really like this beer. I'm not sure if it could be classified as my favorite Pilsner, mainly because it's a little bit too bitter on the bitter side for me as far as like super light crisp beers goes. And yeah, but it's still good. Like I'd still buy it. I only had 1 in my fridge, but now I gotta go get another 4-pack from, I think it's Foodies here on Guam. So yeah, I'm probably gonna get another one. So that's gonna be it for me. If you're on Guam, check out your local Foodies and pick up a can of this. You can buy this individually in cans, or if you want, you can probably get it in a 4-pack, which I'm probably gonna do. The next beer is also gonna be a Three Chiefs beer, and I believe the label is also designed by Nico as well. I think it's called Locals First, but I'll be doing that next, and yeah, can't actually wait. So thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like down below, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. I'm really digging Guahan by Three Chiefs.